being, out of status and afraid of being arrested to having a green card and looking forward to becoming a citizen soon, that's a very big leap and big difference in your life. So it's important to definitely look at this program, see if it's something that will help you. And if you have a member in the military, don't let this program go to waste so that you can be on the path to getting a green card. Hi, friends. This is immigration attorney Christian Alvarez.
And I'm attorney Anais Salazar.
And today we're going to be talking to you about military parole in place. We will discuss who qualifies, what benefits does this provide for you, and what is the process to apply. First of all, what is military parole in place?
So military parole in place is a special permission to remain in the United States for a period of time, um, even if you don't have lawful immigration status. During the time that you have the parole in place, you do not accrue something called unlawful presence, which is pretty much pre- just a time period of you being out of status. And during the time that you have parole in place, you will also be able to apply for employment authorization. And if you do get parole in place, you can use this to apply for a green card in the future in connection with a family petition. So, who qualifies for parole in place?
So, parole in place is available for those who are either a spouse, a widow, a parent, or a son or daughter of an active member of the U.S. Armed Forces, or an active member of the selected reserve of the Ready Reserve, or a military veteran, whether the person is still alive or deceased, so long as the person was not dishonorably discharged. As long as the discharge was not quoted as dishonorably discharged, your family members can also qualify. And how long is parole in place issued for?
So parole in place is valid for 1 year. This means that you will have to renew the parole in place every year. And if you do apply for the employment authorization, then you will also have to renew the employment authorization every year in connection to the parole in place. So how can a parole in place lead to a green card?
So the biggest hurdle that a lot of individuals have in getting a green card through a family member is if the person came in without any sort of permission and they are not grandfathered under any old law such as 245I. So this program has been able to help a lot of people who have sons or daughters in the military and they came in without permission. In order to adjust your status in the United States, under a family petition, the law requires that you entered with admission or parole. Now, that's where the military parole in place is very important. If the USCIS grants you military parole in place, then you have satisfied the parole aspect. You may not have been lawfully admitted, but now that you are being paroled, now your family member can petition for you and you can get a green card and you can also file a petition for a green card at the same time. Now, this is only for those categories where the green card is immediately available to you, meaning if your son or daughter is over 21 and they're filing for you, or your spouse is filing for you. But the benefits of parole are just very big for those of you that need to have that lawful entry into the United States and you don't have it. The parole satisfies that requirement. Can parole in place help me if I have a deportation order?
Yes, so parole in place is considered deferred action. And this means that even if you have a deportation order, if you have the parole in place, you will be allowed to remain in the United States without fear of being apprehended by ICE at any time. Like I mentioned before, during the time that you do have the parole in place, you can apply for a work permit. And the parole in place, you have to remember to renew it every year, just so that don't have you don't have to worry about being apprehended by ICE or anything like that, or about your deportation order. So what is the process to apply for parole in place?
So the first step in the process is to file the application called I-131. This application is very long and it is applicable for many other benefits, not just parole in place. It is very important to speak to your attorney and work with your attorney in this petition because the form is just really one small component of the whole application. Besides the form, your attorney will help you put together the strongest packet possible that will show a USCIS officer that you warrant being granted this discretionary benefit. Now, when we say discretionary, it means that USCIS is not obligated to approve your case. They will approve it if they feel like you deserve it or you deserve this special grant of discretion. So the first step is to submit the packet with the local office. The second step is for you to go get fingerprints taken. The local office will either call you or send you a letter, an appointment notice so that you can go in and get your fingerprints taken. And then the final step is for the local office to schedule you for an interview. Usually that interview, you should also go with your attorney in case there are any difficult questions or anything out of the ordinary that you want your attorney to be there for. One question we get a lot is, well, what if I have been arrested? Can this affect my case?
So yes, arrests do potentially affect your case. If you have been arrested in the past, it is important that you have an attorney and that you discuss with the attorney the arrest, the convictions that you've had, if you are thinking about pursuing parole in place. Depending on your conviction, the attorney will be able to advise you if your conviction will hurt your case or hurt your chances of having this application approved. Also, it's important to mention parole in place is a discretionary decision. The officer that is evaluating your case has the authority to deny you or to grant it. It's not that if you meet the qualifications, they will 100% approve your case. If you have a minor conviction, your attorney should be able to work with you and try to present the best case possible, gather the best letters in support, and draft affidavits for you and from the military family member to show that you have a good moral character and that even if you have this minor conviction or this minor indiscretion, that you are a person of good moral character and that you deserve this grant of discretion.
Yeah, this is a very powerful program. This current administration has been trying to get a little bit more and more strict on parole in place. There was a memo released not too long ago that said that, parole in place will be more scrutinized now. So again, like Anais said, it's just important to work with your attorney. You want to make sure that the evidence that you submit to the officer shows the officer what good of a person you are, why you deserve to be granted this benefit. Because like we said, if you can get parole in place and your son or daughter is over 21 and they petition for you, you'll be able to get your green card here, even if you came in without inspection. So from being, out of status and afraid of being arrested to having a green card and looking forward to becoming a citizen soon, that's a very big leap and big difference in your life. So it's important to definitely look at this program, see if it's something that will help you. And if you have a member in the military, don't let this program go to waste, and work with an attorney so that you can be on the path to getting a green card.
And this is very important also for people who have ICE check-ins. And every time you go to a check-in, you're afraid that you might be deported that day. If you have a family member that is in the military, this may be the best option for you to remain in the United States. So it's definitely something that if you're eligible for it, you should definitely pursue. Of course, you should consult with an attorney before that.
One question that we also get is, well, what if my son or daughter is not over 21? Can I still get military parole in place? And the answer is yes. If your son or daughter is just 18 or 19, even though they are not 21, which is the age required for them to petition for you, you can still get parole in place, renew it year after year, and as soon as they turn 21, then they can petition for you and you can petition for your green card at the same time. So these are all things, ideas we want to throw out there. Again, don't take our advice as legal advice. This is information to empower you, and then go to your local attorney to ask questions more specific about your case. If you want us, Attorney Salazar and myself, to evaluate your case, you can always, we'll put a link down below, and you can book an appointment with us, and we can give you advice via phone or Zoom or whatever. We'll talk to you about your case as well. Other than that, I think that's all we have for today, right?
Yeah, so please feel free to share this video with any family or friends that might find this information helpful, and stay tuned for more videos.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel, give it a like, and share it with anyone you think may benefit from it. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
See you soon. Bye.